All right, the last Bitcoin investment thesis I'll get into, I call the micro. So we've had the revolution, we've had the macro, and now we have the micro. And the micro is really just where it fits into your portfolio or where it fits in your client's portfolio, because we know individuals, investors, families, clients, whatever, don't have an infinite time horizon to invest in Bitcoin or stocks or anything. It has to be based on their income and expenses. It has to be based on their time horizon. Are they close to retirement? Are they close to their kids going to college? Are they just 22 years old and have their first job? What is their liquidity position? What is their risk profile? All of those parts have to fit in, and we have to determine where Bitcoin or where crypto fits in. So in this case, Bitcoin, the micro might be, what do we think is going to happen to the price in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years? What do we think about liquidity? How are we going to own Bitcoin? And that's where the micro fits in. So currently, as I'm recording this on Monday, October 23rd, 2023, we still don't have official approval of Bitcoin spot ETF. So right now, the micro might be, I'm buying Bitcoin because I think an ETF is going to be approved, then the price is going to go up. But what that means from a financial advisor's perspective is I have to understand what that might do to the market. I have to understand that once that happens, what kind of plan do I have for my clients? Is it we're buying it, and once the price goes up because of the ETF, we're going to sell, or we're going to sell part, or we're going to maintain an allocation? Maybe we have a macro investment thesis, but we have a plan based on the micro. And the micro is, how does it affect my portfolio? What's the liquidity profile? Again, what's my risk profile? Am I doing this with money I might need in the near future? In which case, I don't care what you're investing in, you want to be extremely safe, and maybe Bitcoin is in the place. Or is it something where we go, I'm going to invest some money in this now, I have a thesis, and I know when either that thesis has been confirmed or denied, and I'm going to move accordingly based on whether my thesis has been approved or denied. So that's part of the micro part of Bitcoin. It's where does it fit in my portfolio? It's probably an alternative asset. However, unlike most alternative assets, it has incredible amounts of liquidity, whereas most alts don't have very much liquidity at all. It's an asset, it's an alternative that anyone can get into. You don't have to be an accredited investor. So all of those parts, but it has in the past been tremendously volatile. It has a lot of government regulatory headwinds to it. It's got other, mainstream media headwinds. It's got all sorts of headwinds to it. So I need to understand, allocate accordingly, and then have a plan. And that is part of the micro investment thesis. So again, going back to all these theses, the revolution, the macro, and the micro, part of it is determining for yourself and for your clients what kind of investment thesis, what kind of research due diligence you're going to do. But part of it is also when you read things in the news, when you read papers, when you read things on Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you might read them, wherever you might hear them, whether you're hearing them from me or others, you need to kind of determine, are these the people that are investing for the revolutionary perspective, the macro or the micro, and how is that going to affect me, my practice, my clients, and their allocations? And that's why I wanted to get out these investment theses for you, so you can be thinking about this. Again, if you want to delve further into more information about how it works, into more information about what Bitcoin is, what blockchains are, and how they work, then you have to go deeper down more rabbit holes and more education, which we do as well. But I wanted to get these out there really quickly because we might see spot ETF approvals very soon. You're likely having more interest from clients. You're probably going to have more opportunity to invest in this or help your clients invest and allocate in the future, in the very near future. So I wanted to get these investment theses out there for you.